Let's make it do what it do, what it do. What up, family? What up, what up, what up, what up? This is the day that the Lord has made. We are rejoicing and we are glad in it. It's Friday, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If you are coming on, joining your boy live on this Friday, April the 26th, 2024. We are live in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. This is the day that the Lord has made. We are already rejoicing and we are glad in it. And I am super, super glad that you are joining me today here live on this Friday, April the 26th, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time. I don't know where you are in the world, but please do your boy a favor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know your boy, Ramon Preston, my squad, we are all live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. And I want you to let me know what city or state, maybe country, you're watching your boy from. I don't know where you're watching me from, but I want to know. Please put it in the comments. Let me know where you're watching us from today. I appreciate all of you for continuing to follow us, for continuing to support the movement. This is a part of my ministry. This is the part of my calling. This is a part of my God-given assignment to educate you and to share with you information that I know can change and transform your life personally. It can change and transform your life professionally, and it can definitely change and transform your life economically. And I want to see it all across the board for you. So welcome to today's show. I want to share some information with you today about our upcoming creative real estate meetup tomorrow, Saturday, right here at our headquarters, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're going to be hosting a creative real estate meetup. This is one of the things that we do as a part of our coaching and consulting program. So just in case you don't know, I am a business, financial, and real estate consultant. I can definitely vouch for that. I'm a business, financial, and real estate coach and educator, but I'm also a businessman. I do business every day. All right. I live what I coach people about. Okay. I live what I teach. I'm a real estate investor. And my wife and I, we've been full-time entrepreneurs and ministers for over 20 years. Some of you probably have already heard my little spiel about where I come from and what I do. But I'm bringing that up to you today because I have taken over 20 years of business, financial, and real estate experience, and I packaged it all inside of our Millionaire Mentorship Program. This is a one-year accelerated coaching and consulting program that my team and I have committed to so that we can help you as an entrepreneur or as a real estate investor or both, so that we can help you engineer $1 million enterprise. If you're gonna engineer $1 million enterprise, there are certain things that you need to learn. Of course, you need to learn how to start and structure your holding company, how to become an asset manager. That's one pillar of education you have to learn. You have to learn the ins and outs of sales and marketing. That's another very important pillar you have to learn. You have to learn the ins and outs of systems and processes so that you can have a general operating system for your enterprise, whether it's one entity or multiple entities. You have to have that. You also have to learn the ins and outs of finances and tax strategies. That's going to be very important for you. And last but not least, once you have learned all these pillars, okay? So let me just write these pillars down. I guess today is one of those days where my board want to act up. Today is one of those days where the board want to act up, baby. Don't start that. Don't do your boy like that on this Friday. Come on, somebody. So let me see if I can give you a little educational course on the 5 pillars. Oh, I'm not even spelling right. I guess it ain't time yet. All right, let me give you a little educational course on 5 pillars. So, holding companies. Are you gonna write for me? Are you gonna spell it out? Maybe you're not. Wow, I can't even see what that is. But anyway, 5 pillars that you need to master. I would say you need to master the 5 pillars in order to engineer a $1 million enterprise. Holding companies, asset management, sales and marketing, systems and processes, finances, tax strategies, and creative real estate investing. So if you can master that, if you can master those 5, you're gonna engineer a $1 million enterprise, especially if you're executing what you've mastered at the highest level. If you just wake up every day and just keep doing what you're doing, I think I need to cut this off to restart it. But if you wake up every day and you keep doing what you're supposed to do with just those 5 pillars that I mentioned, you learn them, you execute them, you perfect them, you get better at them, you try them over and over again. If you just keep doing that, at some point, you're going to engineer your way to having a $1 million, 7-figure or more organizational enterprise. There's no ifs or ands about it. But again, the 5th pillar is creative real estate investing. Now, you may want to invest in other things like other businesses. You may want to acquire businesses. Maybe you want to invest in crypto or Bitcoin or digital currency in general or stocks, bonds, whatever the things are that you want to invest in. One of the similarities with those areas of investing that you're going to see with real estate investing is that you have to know how to underwrite the deal. You have to know how to quantify the metrics and how to gather data points in order to make sure whatever you are investing in makes sense. And so what I do with the real estate training that I offer and the mentorship that we provide in our mentorship program is we teach our students and mentees how to properly underwrite real estate deals. And we want you to learn underwriting from a creative perspective so that when or if you ever start moving into real estate investing, you will be able to do it with no credit, you will be able to do it with no credentials, and you will be able to do it with little and sometimes no or none of your own money down. How does that sound to you? I mean, if I had access to someone like myself 21 years ago when me and my wife first got married, and if that person I had access to understood all the ins and outs of engineering a $1 million enterprise, oh my God, I would probably be a billionaire already. That's my goal. My ultimate goal is to be one. But I'm telling you, I would probably already be a billionaire if I was around somebody like that 21 years ago. But I wasn't. So I had to learn these things through experience, through trial and error, through hitting and missing. And of course, when social media came about, it was a little easier to learn it. So again, today, I'm not talking about holding companies and asset management, which is one of the pillars you need to learn. Today, I'm not talking about sales and marketing, which is a pillar you need to learn. Today, I'm not talking about systems and processes, which is a pillar you need to learn. Today, I'm not talking about finances and tax strategies, which is a pillar you need to learn. Today, I'm talking about creative real estate investing and how learning this particular strategy can catapult you into financial freedom sometimes quicker than what you think you want to do as an entrepreneur with another type of business, selling products and services, okay? And so tomorrow, here in person, we're in Buckhead, Atlanta, I'm hosting another bi-weekly real estate meetup, okay? So if you are anywhere near Metro Atlanta and you would like to join me tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., give or take a little bit, if you would like to join me, all you have to do is reach out to me and my team. I'll be more than happy to give you a invitation and to, let you come hang out with me and my squad tomorrow. But what are we going to be doing during this real estate meetup? That's what I want to talk about. One of the things that we're going to be doing is underwriting deals, okay? We're going to be underwriting deals. So if you're going to be successful as a real estate investor, even if you want to wholesale, fix and flip, buy and hold, or do a little bit of all of the above, anything that you think about doing in real estate investing is going to demand that you become a master at underwriting deals. You want to become a master at underwriting deals. Now, I'm going to try to simplify this, because when I say you want to become a master, I guess my board just want to act up and move slow today. But when I say you want to become a master at underwriting deals, what exactly am I talking about? Because this is one of the things that we're going to be doing tomorrow, and we pretty much go through these underwriting exercises anytime we come together and meet up, whether it's a workshop, a meetup, or whatever, if we just sitting down having a conversation. But when I say you want to become a master at underwriting deals, it doesn't matter if you want to fix and flip. Okay, so let me just make it clear. It doesn't really matter. My board just slow today, man. I hate when it does that. Fix and flip. If you want to wholesale, if you want to buy and hold, it doesn't matter what you want to do. Which, by the way, you might want to do a little bit of all of it, depending on what type of money you want to make. You want to make today money? My board is going out again. I'm about sick of this board. I hate when Google does that. All these companies do that. Google, Apple, all of them do the same thing. So they sell you all this technology. You spend thousands of dollars. Now I'm on my soapbox. Now I'm ranting. They sell you thousands of dollars of equipment. You buy it. And then once they decide that they want to discontinue the technology behind these raggedy behind pieces of equipment, we gotta be on live, and we gotta deal with a digital board that I paid thousands of dollars for glitching because they won't let me buy another license. It's crazy, man. And they sent me a message saying, yeah, we're discontinuing the license, so basically you ain't gonna be able to use it. I'm like, what you mean we ain't gonna be able to use it? Well, the guy was like, well, you're not gonna be able to go online and access the internet. I'm like, that's code for, bruh, you might well let your grandbabies play with it. Crazy. But anyway, whether I have a digital board or not, one of the things that you have to learn to become a master at, whether you want to fix and flip properties, wholesale deals, or buy and hold properties, or all three, all the above, you have to become a master at underwriting deals. So in order for me to simplify this, I'll say it this way. Underwriting a deal means that you are gathering certain data points concerning a piece of real estate. There are certain data points that you want to gather. There are certain financial metrics you want to look at. Of course, you want to look at the overall performance of that property. You want to make sure the area is good. You want to make sure that jobs are coming in that area so that you can always have occupancy. You know, there are other bigger picture things you want to look at. But specifically speaking, when you're underwriting a deal, especially if it's creative real estate deals that you're underwriting, like subject to type deals, underwriting that deal requires you to gather a few important data points. And I'm not using my board because it's already glitching, but we do have worksheets that we use when we have our meetups, and I'll be going through these scenarios tomorrow. But some of the data points that you want to use if you're looking at purchasing a property creatively through strategies like subject to, you want to have certain data points that you gather. So I want to know the loan balance on that property. I want to look at that loan balance, and I want to put that loan balance against what the after repair value of that property is. And I want to see what that equity spread is. That's a data point to help me see, is it an equity play in this deal? Okay? I want to look at the PITI, or the monthly overall payment for that mortgage. And I want to put that monthly payment against what the rent value is for a home like that. And I want to use that metric to determine the cash spread, meaning that if the loan balance on this property, and I'm using vague numbers, is $100,000, and the after repair value of that property is $150,000, then that just tells me initially that there's a potentially a $50,000 equity spread. Okay? Then if I look at the mortgage payment on that property, and let's say it's $1,000, and the rent value on that property is $1,500, then that data point is telling me what? That there's potentially a $500 cash spread. So just getting those two data points alone start to help me understand, if I purchase this property creatively through a strategy like subject to, I'm going to need to know what my cost of acquisition is to determine if it's worth me buying, seeing that I know what the potential equity spread is and I know what the cash spread is. And so now I start gathering other data points to determine what is my cost of acquisition. Now, of course, I may have to have an inspection on the property. I may need a contractor to go and give me a quote, an estimate for certain work that needs to be done. I need to find out if there are back payments and arrears or liens, closing costs. If the seller is walking away with money, there are so many costs that I have to gather together to determine what my cost of acquisition is. But once I get all that data, now I can start looking at, based on that data, based on all those data points together, what would be the best exit strategy? Would it be best for me to buy and hold that property? Would it be best for me to wholesale that property? Would it be best for me to fix and flip that property? Would it be best for me to execute a creative strategy like a lease option or a wrap or some type of owner finance to another end buyer? I can better determine that when I underwrite the deal up front. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So if you're following me, you see that underwriting a deal is like the creme de la creme. It's the cream that you want to have. It's the juice. This is the skill set that you want to become a master at, no matter if you want to fix and flip real estate, buy and hold real estate, or wholesale real estate. The thing that you want to become a master at is underwriting a deal. I'm telling you, that's the competitive advantage. And if you can pair being able to underwrite a deal with understanding creative real estate strategies, you will become a cold-blooded amazing, successful wholesaler, fix and flipper, buy and holder, real estate investor. It's just as simple as that, okay? So that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, and those are exercises we're going to be going through. So I have a underwriting worksheet that I give to all of my mentees, and this underwriting worksheet literally walks you through each step of that process. So we break down each data point that you need to gather information on. Once we gather that information, then we go to the next point to determine what are the costs of acquisition for a property. How do you determine those costs? Okay, then we go through the exit strategy. What would be the best exit strategy based on the equity spread you have in that property, based on the cash spread you have in that property, based on the cost of acquisition to purchase that property. And just that alone makes it so much more easier for you to not only get a deal, but for you to know exactly what you should do with a deal. All right? It's just as simple as that. I was having a conversation with someone earlier. It was a free complimentary consulting session I had with someone who is interested in joining one of our programs. And she was very interested in wholesaling. And once I started explaining to her the importance of essentially becoming an underwriter for real estate deals, she started seeing it from a different perspective, that, oh, wow, I don't want to just be stuck trying to become the best wholesaler, because you got a lot of competition out there. You got some cold-blooded killers out there. You also got scumbags too, but you got some cold-blooded killers. All right? But you don't want to be married to just one thing anyway, whether it's wholesale, whether it's fix and flip, or whether it's buying whole. You want to be open to any exit strategy that best fits that deal based on how you properly underwrote the deal. That's what's going to help determine that, because the deal is already clear on what it's going to do. Like when you got a piece of real estate and there's, metrics and data supporting that piece of real estate, you can try to create whatever scenario you want to create, but the deal is the deal. One investor always says, don't tell the deal what you want it to do for you. Listen to the deal so that the deal can tell you what it actually can do. And if you're underwriting the deal properly and doing the numbers right and getting the right information or data points for that property, you're going to know exactly what your exit strategy is. So again, tomorrow during our real estate meetup, we're going to go through underwriting exercises. We're also going to take some time to role play, okay? So there are certain scripts that we use for the type of lead generating that we do, and we make those scripts available like we do all of our scripts and all of our information inside of our program. And we're gonna break up and we're gonna do some role playing just to familiarize everyone with what they should be saying and what language they should be using, and how to really hone in on the motivations and the problems that homeowners who may need to sell their properties have. You need to know what their motivations are. You need to have solutions, and you need to have the problem-solving strategies to help them, okay? So we'll do some role playing. We're also going to sit down for a while during our meetup tomorrow, and we're going to go to certain websites, and we're going to pull the list of potential sellers. We're going to gather these lists. Excuse me. We're going to take those lists of addresses and we're going to put them in real estate investor friendly software. And when we put them in the real estate investment friendly software, we're going to skip trace those properties so that we can get numbers and email addresses of the owners or whoever's associated to that piece of property. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to make phone calls. We're going to text people. We're going to send emails. Shoot, we should be knocking on some doors because we want to do some deals, because there are people out here every day who need solutions. They need help. They need somebody to come along to show them how they can assist them in selling their home, because there are a lot of people who life is lifing for them. You know what I mean? Like, some people be asking me like how are you going to find all these people? People are everywhere. There are 8 billion people on the planet. Just in United States of America alone, I think we have today about, if I'm not mistaken, I think we have about maybe 40 million. I forgot what that number is. I think we might have about 30 or 40 million, homeowners. Let me see here. Let me just Google it real quick. How many homeowners in the U.S.? I just had that number. I just had it the other day. I was looking at some statistics. Trying to see how many homeowners do we have? How many homeowners in the U.S. by millions? Let me see if we can get that number. I don't know if I can find it. The number of U.S. households? No, that's not it. I think it's like 30 or 40 million homeowners in the United States of America. I think it's something like that. Homeowners. Maybe more. I don't know. Let me see here. Is this a statistic? How many homeowners in the U.S.? Let's see here. There are 80 million homeowners in the U.S. Oh, wow. That number is 80 million? Okay, it's 80 million. I wasn't sure what that number was. So it said we have 80 million of the 126 million people living in a home. Only 80 million of them own their home. So we have 80 million homeowners. Okay, maybe one of the stats that I saw today, I think that stat might have said 30 or 40 million homeowners are late or in default. Maybe that's one of the stats that I was reading. I didn't finish the article, so I'm not on top of it, but we have 80 million homeowners. So my point is, out of the 80 million homeowners, even if there are only maybe 30 million or 40 million or less that are in default, they're behind on their payments, they're going through something in life, all I'm saying is that you're not taking advantage of people because of the situation they're in. Some people see it that way. I see it as if, okay, people are going to go through what they're going to go through, whether you provide a service or an option for them or not. You're not going to stop life from lifing. You're not going to stop things from happening. There are issues that come up every day. But if you offer a solution to people who are in certain situations, which in this case, they happen to be homeowners, then does that make you a predator, or does that make you a hero to some people? My experience, it makes me a hero, because we solve problems, we help people, and without us helping and solving those problems that we have helped people with and solved, they wouldn't have an option. So all I'm saying to you is, if you're thinking about becoming a real estate investor, or you want to learn the ins and outs of creative real estate investing, you want to learn some of the creative strategies that we use, and you want to learn what our approach is to real estate investing that allows us to make a bigger impact in the lives of people and make money in the process, then I urge you to reach out to me and my team. We will be more than happy to give you access to our training, our mentorship, our forms, our documents, everything that we have to teach you all the ins and outs of creative real estate investing. You can look in the description. There should be a number that you can text. But if you can't see it before my board goes out, you can text the word mentor to 678-276-8253 or 8556. One of those numbers you can text the word mentor to, or just look in the description. We should have some links or contact information in there. But I would love for you to join me tomorrow. If you're here or anywhere close to Metro Atlanta, I'm extending an invitation for you to join me. I think as of yesterday, when I was told, we might have about 14, 15 people plus my team. So it's going to be close to 20 of us here tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to having an amazing time. And I'm looking forward to doing some deals, to helping my people, those who are part of our community, get their first deal in the first 90 days. And some of them are still in their 90-day window, and we're tracking along with them to help them. So we love and appreciate you. Thank you for joining the show today. Hopefully you learned a little bit about underwriting to see how it plays out and how it works. Again, we do have worksheets to make it easier for you. We have videos, tutorials to walk you through each step of the process. And the strategies that we use are strategies that I believe are going to be game changers for the next maybe 3 years or so, maybe 3 to 5 years, but definitely for the next 3 years for a lot of people who are distressed, whether their properties are in distress or their lives are in distress. We as real estate investors, creative real estate investors, are going to be game changers for them. We're going to be the problem solvers. We're going to be the solution providers, and we're going to be able to make an impact in a lot of people's lives. So we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining the show today. Leave a comment, give me some feedback, and let me know how today's show helped you. All right. We'll see you Monday. We'll be back here Monday, same place, same time, 12 o'clock noon Eastern. Have an amazing